The skills are dying out. The older tradesmen are going, finishing off. Once they're gone, and they ain't coming back.
I spend a lot of my time interviewing people in places like this. The industry, I believe, is worth around £6 billion per annum, and it employs something like 35,000 people. It's extraordinary. But the trouble is that the investors coming into it who want to buy classic cars and get into classic cars, they don't have the mechanical skills that my dad had or my granddad. And coupled with that, we've got a situation where the artisans and the experts and the engineers, they're getting older and older, and it's getting to the point where they're having to shut their businesses, and that's it, the skills go.
Great Northern Classics would be a huge benefit to the industry. People that are getting older, retiring, and not being replaced anymore. And there's nothing else coming through. The company's been going since 1903. I started out here from school as a panel beater and still doing it today.
At the college we typically cater for the mainstream light vehicle maintenance repair industry. The options of going into the vehicle heritage industry is really exciting for them. You know, they're going to learn new skills that they've never seen before, skills that a lot of vehicle technicians even in their 30s don't have at the moment, and it makes them more employable.
I've always been into mechanics, so that's what I want to do. What got me into classic vehicles is watching old films such as my James Bonds. Classic cars are like the cars that have made the modern world, to be honest. If we did not have classic cars, we wouldn't have modern cars now. Well, modern cars don't have the same appeal.
We find recruitment quite difficult. Obviously it's trying to find the key staff skills. We're very busy, busiest we've been for a number of years. I think the Great Northern Classics opportunity will allow a lot of core skills in Derby to be brought together and actually hopefully have a hub of excellence, which obviously we'd like to be involved with, and we can actually draw upon those skills and hopefully we can work together quite closely.
The cars and value of the cars has grown dramatically over the last 10 years and even the last 5 years or so. It's gone through the roof. They were always known as a cheap car, a peasant's car in France certainly. The majority, or maybe not the majority, but an awful lot of the owners were quite happy to wield a spanner and do some of the work themselves. And the cars were younger then, so they probably only needed a basic service rather than a full overhaul. But these days it does appear to be that the majority of people buying them, for whatever reason, don't have those skills or don't want to learn those skills. It is a worry. It's a worry within the 2CV world, which is obviously where my personal experience lies. There's the people with all the knowledge are, 60s, 70s now. Still going because they have to. And I'd love to develop my skills as well.
I think using a heritage building is great because obviously it rejuvenates the building, and together with that, obviously with the classic car industry as well, I think they work quite well and almost portray what you're doing with classic cars as a whole.
Factories started to close in the 1980s. The council stepped in and acquired this building that we're in, and that really, I think, started off the transformation of Kelham.
Nowadays the area is quite thriving. It's just won the Academy of Urbanism's Best Neighbourhood in the UK award, and it's partly thriving because it has had a really clear message around industrial and heritage-led regeneration. Very much at the heart of that is how we engage with local communities in a very meaningful way.
The aim is to turn this historically significant building into a heritage vehicle centre. In the middle, there's going to be a charitable training school. It's going to attract enthusiasts, artisans. It'll be a great place for the neighbourhood. We'll be storing 100 or more beautiful classic vehicles. There'll be 30 businesses employing 80 people or more. We'll be training 10 or 12 apprentices each year. And when we get here, there'll be a visually stunning atrium with a cafe, with displays. It'll be a great place to be.